What is up, everybody? It is your boy MM2K of Geeks, MM2K Gaming, Hard Knock Digital Culture, and here CloudDosage back again with another GFN CloudDosage Weekly. This is where we break down the weekly Thursday GFN blog, and we give you the latest and greatest in the weekly GFN news as far as new games, additions, and we got a little bit of everything this week. But before we get into all that, do us a huge favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and of course, rock those bells for notifications, please. Okay, let's get directly into this one. Lady Demi, as I like to call her because I can't pronounce the full name, awaits you on this week's GFN Thursday. Now, who am I talking about? Well, new update. Let's start this GFN Thursday with details on update 2.0.64, which rolled out for Geforce Now this week. This update added some very big new features, the first being the ability to add games to your GFN library, to brand new My Favorites row, which you will find located at the top of your Geforce Now app. So let's show you that right now.
Number 1.
As you can see here, it's right here in the upper right-hand corner. You can click that trusty heart button, and now you have favorited the game that you want to be at the top of your favorites list. This update adds some very big new features, as we said. In the process of adding games to my features row is very simple. When you are viewing the main page for a game, all you need to do is click on that heart that I just showed you. That is displayed at the top right-hand corner, and therefore job is done. Now, the second main feature of this new update is an addition of enhanced image quality with the new 10-bit color precision option. 10-bit color precision will be very useful for Geforce Now users who do not have an HDR display. You can enable this new option in your Geforce Now app under the streaming quality settings. And let's show that to you right here. There it goes, right there. Go to the settings, as you can see right here. You go to custom, and then you'll see color precision as highlighted here. All right, but this week isn't all about just updates. Like I told you, we got some games coming. What did I say? I said Lady Demi. Who am I talking about with Lady Demi here? Well, let's show you.
Number 2.
Oh yeah, we got new games, of course, and what are new features without new games to take advantage of them? As always, Geforce Now has you covered. This week we have 3 new game arrivals, including Resident Evil Village and Beyond Good and Evil 20th Anniversary Edition, which is a brand new release. But let's talk about that Resident Evil Village, all right? Let's see here. Experience that survival horror like never before in the 8th major installment in the Resident Evil franchise, Resident Evil Village, with detailed graphics, intense first-person action, and masterful storytelling. The terror has never felt more realistic. And here's something that I definitely want everybody to be aware of. There's some great games, of course, coming via NVIDIA Geforce Now, including this one, and it's more than Resident Evil Village. So let's take a look at the games coming this week.
Number 3.
All right, so let's take the full list of this week's GFN arrivals. They are, again, being Beyond Good and Evil, the 20th Anniversary Edition on Steam and Ubisoft. We got Drug Dealer Simulator 2 coming via Steam. We got Resident Evil Village coming via Steam. And if you want to check out the demo, without even buying the game first, you want to check out the demo first, we got the Resident Evil Village demo dropping on Geforce Now this week. So with that said, a lot of cool stuff happening on NVIDIA Geforce Now. Like I said, there was a little bit of everything, but one of the most important things to me is that support from Capcom. So what is it that MM2K thinks about all this news? I said it in our last episode of the GFN Weekly Breakdown. This Capcom support is huge. I think it's important because one of the things, or one of the hurdles that cloud gaming has, is trying to break through to the mainstream. And honestly, you can look at every single cloud service and say, you know what, you guys are great at this and you guys are great at that. or whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's something there for all of these cloud services, especially the more recognized ones. But the thing that I think NVIDIA GeForce Now has under its hat is it's the most approachable and the most illuminating for mainstream gamers. We get that this is a safe place for hardcore gamers, or cloud gamers to come to, those that are really looking for particulars, that are like real big on no friction and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But all mainstream gamers don't look at that first and foremost like how a lot of us do. A lot of them are looking for what? They're looking for performance and fidelity. And NVIDIA GeForce Now gives you that. They're of the best with that. That being said, fidelity and performance doesn't mean anything if you don't have what? The games. And you gotta have the support of one of the biggest developers out there that really is like the most acclaimed from publishers and gamers alike. I mean, everybody loves Capcom right now. You know what I'm saying? Getting games like Dragon's Dogma 2, you know what I'm saying? And having that performing the way that it does now is a very important thing. Getting games, very popular games like Street Fighter 6, and now bringing classics, recent classics like Resident Evil Village. That's big. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, NVIDIA GeForce Now, they're making moves because everybody's around them's making moves. You heard about moves otherwise, some platformers joining forces with other devices and things like that. Everybody's making moves now, you know what I'm saying? And for those that still stayed in this game, they're going to reap the rewards once this becomes more mainstream. But I really feel that the way things are positioned right now, that NVIDIA GeForce Now has the most offering to the mainstream at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Again, all of them have a little bit of something that, you know, feed certain particulars, but I think that's where NVIDIA GeForce Now, I think that's what they have ahead of the pack. All right, very important stuff. I like this 10-bit color system update as well. I love the favorites. I'm already using it because whenever I go and whenever I go and I find a game that I want to,
Number 2,
you know, I just want to look at some of this Resident Evil footage. Whenever I find a game that I want to favorite, and I know those are my main ones, like Cyberpunk, Division 2, you know, some of the big AAA blockbusters and stuff like that. It's always like, oh man, when I go and resync my library, because when I go resync my library, then they're not right there for me. I got to go and click on them again and get them to the front. Well, that's eliminated with this new favorites tool. So long time coming, but hey, better late than never. It's a great tool. I'm excited for it. I'm happy to see it, and I was using it since day one. All right, so those are my thoughts, you know what I'm saying, about what's going on with these NVIDIA GeForce Now updates. What do you guys think about all this? Are you guys happy to see this continued Capcom support? Is it a major deal to you? What about those new updates, the new favorites and the addition of 10-bit color in case you don't have HDMI? What do you guys think about that? Let us know in the comment section below. Like I always say, here's what I think. But if you did like what I had to say, check out the links below to follow me. They will lead you to MM2K Gaming, Hard Knock Digital Culture, Geeks, and yes, here, Cloud Dosage. With all that said, peace. Have a wonderful, wonderful gaming day.